For this assignment, I chose the documentary The Bleeding Edge, available on Netflix. This documentary investigates the medical device industry in the United States. It focuses on how certain devices like Essure birth control implant, metal hip replacement, and vaginal mesh products were marketed as innovative but cause serious and sometimes life-altering harm to patients. This film follows several patients who experience several complications, including chronic pain, heavy bleeding, autoimmune symptoms, and metal poisoning. It also highlights stories of patients who struggle to get helped, were dismissed by doctors, or were unaware that the risk of these devices were not fully tested. A key point of the documentary exposes is that many devices enter the market through loopholes in the FDA approval process, such as the 510(k) pathway, which allows devices to be cleared based on similarities to older devices rather than through new clinical trials. This documentary is strongly connected to major healthcare policies and ethical issues we have discussed in class. The film shows how weaknesses in the FDA medical device approval process can put patients at risk. The 510(k) pathway allows a device to be approved without rigorous testing. This raises concerns about whether current U.S. laws are sufficient to protect patients. Many patients featured in the film say they were not fully informed of the risk. This connects to ethical principle of autonomy, truth-telling, and patient right to accurate information. This documentary highlights how companies prioritize profit over safety. Ethical concerns arise around transparency, marketing practices, and corporate responsibility. It also touches on the relationship between healthcare providers and industry representatives. The patients harmed are often women whose symptoms were ignored or dismissed. This connects to bias in healthcare, equitable treatment, and how vulnerable populations can be disproportionately effective. Watching The Bleeding Edge really deepened my understanding of how laws and ethical principles work in real life. Not just in theory, it showed me how much policy impacts patients' safety, how GASP and regulation can have real consequences for real people, why informed consent is more than a signature. It's an ethical commitment to honesty and patient autonomy. How important it is for healthcare professionals to advocate for transparency and safety, even when huge companies are involved. Overall, the documentary reinforced the idea that healthcare laws and policies must constantly evolve to protect patients from new risks and medical innovations. In conclusion, The Bleeding Edge is a powerful reminder that innovation in healthcare must be balanced with strong ethical standard and effective regulation.